valuable members of our provincial organization, ladies, gentlemen, and dear youngsters, I'd like to salute you all with the most heartfelt sentiments, love, and affection. And I'm very proud with you as well. On this rostrum, I'd like to extend my greetings and appreciation to every neighborhoods and districts in Mersin, to my brothers and sisters. Thank you so much for your excitement, for your love, for your loyalty. Thank you so much. Approximately after 2.5 years, we were able to come together with the citizens of Mersin, which is the center and the province of agriculture, beauty, and I'm very pleased to be in Mersin. Yesterday we were in Kırşehir, which is the city of Ahi, Evran, and Hacı Bektaş Veli. And last Wednesday we came together with the brothers and sisters of Kahramanmaraş, and previous week we were coming together with the brothers of Black Sea region, but today we are hosted by our brothers and sisters in Mersin. As the restrictions of the pandemic eased, we are visiting all of our provinces and cities, and we are coming together with our citizens. And we are sharing the joy of carrying out the opening ceremonies of many masterpieces. Only this month we were able to commission many services and service buildings in different cities of Turkey. And during the first day of the judicial year, we opened our new building of the judiciary, which is located on a land area of 4,200 square meters, comprised of 10 building blocks. As on one side we were struggling with the land fires and many natural disasters on the month of August, at the same time we carried out the handover ceremony of our Akıncı project, and we also carried out the groundbreaking ceremony of this project. Together with the Pakistan President, the first launch of Milgem Corvette project and the open sea patrol ship project has been carried out, in which we participated. And on the second industrial zone of Ankara, we carried out the opening ceremony of 26 factories, with which we are very proud that we are putting those factories into the service of our economy, from the transportation to sport, from justice to many areas. We carried out the commissioning services and ceremonies. As you can see, we didn't sit and wait idle, but we have worked. Meanwhile, we came together with our youngsters As we came together with our youngsters, we shared their joy and excitement. And without taking into consideration the weather conditions or the distances, we have pushed all the possibilities for coming together with our nation, with our citizens. Although we are faced with many challenges, we find the ways in order to continue to serve to our nation with a higher level of commitment. As many of our citizens were only able to wander between different halls of their houses, we wander from one province to other province. The opposition parties are stuck in certain cities of Turkey. We are reaching out to 84 million of our population, and we visit all the provinces and cities in Turkey. As the opposition parties are indulged in cliché discussions, we are working day and night in order to serve to our nation. The slander and defamation is their agenda. Their agenda is comprised of destruction and prevention, and their agenda is comprised of the ultimate aims of turning Turkey back to those chaotic times. In their agenda lies the marginalization and oppressing the voice of the majority. So in the agenda of the opposition parties, there are the slandering campaign and seizing all the gains that our nation has won so far. So their aim is to polarize our people with the hate speech. And they have nothing else other than hammer, and they are trying to put the hammer to all the problems, and they don't have any political vision other than carrying out slander campaigns and defamation. From A to Z, all the generations are here with us. If God is willing, on Sunday we will be in the United States of America. And on Monday, we will be opening the Turkish house comprised of 36 floors just in front of the New York United Nations headquarters. It will be just in front of the United Nations headquarters in New York. The Turkish house comprised of 36 floors will be opened on Monday, which we will realize, of course. The developments unfolding in the recent times have once again shown that the opposition parties have no aims or no concern of providing welfare and economic development to Turkey. And we have all seen their political targets and political aims. Let alone Turkey, they don't have the capacity and capability of administering and managing even the municipalities in Turkey. We have observed this in the recent times. They have made many commitments which they couldn't accomplish and crushed under the pressure of their unrealistic commitments, and they couldn't realize the commitments and the promises that they have given before the election. From the garbage collection to the culture and art, the opposition parties are not able to fulfill their duties. There are some provinces in which there are the water outages and shortages. The waters are not provided to many households, and there is one graver fact, which is that the opposition parties are not questioning their incapabilities, but they are trying to cover their mistakes. Of course, human beings can do mistakes, and the most important feature of the human beings from the other creatures is the consciousness and the mind that they have. Dear youngsters, I am together with you as well. Human being, by using their mind, can differentiate what is forbidden and what is allowed, what is right and what is wrong, and what is oppression and what is just. This is the capability that human beings have. If we have done a mistake, we can correct it, and this is not the responsibility of only the politicians, but it is one of the minimum duties that every individual should undertake. But unfortunately, the opposition parties do not have such kind of a sensitivity, and they lack the morality to face with their own wrongdoings. And that's why we are leaving them with their infertile discussions, and we are looking ahead in order to provide the services that we have promised to our nation. My brothers and sisters, even they comprehend or not, we will continue to grow Turkey, and we will continue to improve the welfare and the peace of our nation and our people. Even if they support us or not, we will try to increase the reputation of Turkey and make Turkey one of the strongest countries and states in the world. Dear friends at cause and valuable guests, as I always articulated, dear youngsters, the policies that we follow is to provide services and masterpieces to our nation, and we are struggling in order to provide light for the future of our nation, and we are putting a lot of endeavor in order to clench and strengthen the solidarity and unity of our nation. And we always state that the ones who serve will definitely yield the result, as our ancestors said all the time. As Neshet Artash stated wonderfully, the ones who work with love will never get tired. We just would like to leave a beautiful trace after us, which will be permanent, because at the end of the day we know that we have realized many masterpieces for our nation. God's blessing be upon you when it is articulated sincerely by our citizens. It will never be substituted or replaced with any position or political position or institution that we might gain. Dear youngsters, I pray for God all the time, and I'm so grateful for my God that He bestowed me such friends at cause. There are the ones who are defining the youngsters as Y generation or Z generation, and they claim that they are standing by the opposition parties, but take a look, they are with us here. We are observing the hope and self-confidence in the bright eyes of our youngsters, and we will never replace this hope with any political position or reputable institution.
Biz bu aziz millete hizmetkar olmaktan, milletimize aşkla
We are grateful and we are honored to be the servant of this august nation, and we are not marginalizing a people, and we are not creating partisans. So we came to this office not to become the masters of this nation, but to become the servants of this nation. According to our understanding and mentality, we are not differentiating people based on their religion, their ethnicities, or the language that they speak. So we are not classifying the cities based on the political party that they are voting. Whether they vote for us or not, it doesn't matter. Every individual of our 84 million population is same and equal, and they deserve the same level of service and appreciation. I always remind my friends at cause dear youngsters, do not fall over the balcony. Be careful. Well, I would like to state that the incapacity and the failure of the opposition parties will never draw the direction for us. Our benchmark is not the opposition parties, but our benchmark is our great values and norms. And we are taking into consideration the needs of the people, not the vote that we received from that province. And when we develop a project, we take into consideration only the contribution that it will be providing to our nation and to our cities. For 20 years, 19 of which has been spent in the power, we have provided service to all Turkey without discriminating based on cities, ethnicities, or religious beliefs. And we work day and night in order to make sure that our nation will not struggle with. It doesn't matter what the other parties are doing. We have no other homeland other than Turkey, and we do not love anyone else but our nation. We love our nation. We love you. Our love belongs to our nation. We have no other concern or love other than providing services and realizing masterpieces for our nation. With this understanding and this mentality, we have invested in Mersin 38 billion Turkish liras. Many times more than being accomplished throughout the history of the Republic. We have realized many projects in Mersin, and we are carrying out the opening ceremonies of the masterpieces which has been completed and which has the value of 3.7 billion Turkish liras, and those masterpieces will be put to the service of the citizens in Mersin, extending and ranging from transportation to justice, sport, culture and art. May all those investments and projects be auspicious for the city of Mersin.
Bugün Akkuyu nükleer santralini denetlemeye geldim.
Today we came to Mersin in order to inspect Akkuyu nuclear power plant. Just think about the contributions that this power plant may bring along to the city of Mersin. Praises be upon God, we were the ones who realized this project. Once again, I'd like to thank our ministries and the private sector who contributed to the realization of this project. May God never derail us from the path of serving to Mersin and to our nation. Dear brothers and sisters, during our visits we put utmost importance to coming together with our provincial directorates. Via the extended consultation meetings, we are not only strengthening the dialogue, but we are also improving our solidarity. That's why I'd like to thank our provincial director who made this meeting possible under such unique atmosphere.
Gençler, Mersin İl Danışma toplantımızın
Dear youngsters,
ve teşkilatımız için hayırlara vesile
may
olmasını
Mersin Extended Provincial Consultation Meeting be auspicious for our organization and for our nation.
tüm Mersinli vatandaşlarıma şükranlarımı
Within your presence, I also would like to extend my appreciation to all the citizens of Mersin who hosted us wonderfully. And I also would like to thank all our friends at COS who took part in different positions within our organizations.
ve mağfiret niyaz ediyorum.
I also pray for God's forgiveness on our friends at COS who passed away. 2023 will be a historical point for Turkey.
Sevgili gençler,
Dear
Cumhuriyetimizin
youngsters,
100. yılını kutlayacağımız 2023'te
in
inşallah
2023, when we will be celebrating the 100 years anniversary of the foundation of the Republic, hopefully we will hold the presidential and the parliamentary elections. As the People's Alliance and the Justice and Development Party,
tazeleyerek
hopefully we will renew the trust
devam ettirmek istiyorum.
bestowed on us by our nation so that we can continue to our path of serving to our nation.
Bunun için şimdiden planlı,
In order to realize those targets, we
başlamalı.
should start working in a planned fashion so that we will make use of the time ahead of us in the most efficient way possible. The services of the AK Party should be improved in many fields, transportation, justice, safety and security, and so that we should explain all the services that we realize in the aforesaid fields to our nation. We shouldn't only be explaining the success stories of the past, but at the same time we should articulate and share our vision for 2053 and 2071. So we always believe that the actions speak louder than the words, and we are not like the other parties who believe contrarily.
Gençler, son 19 yılda
Dear youngsters,
beraber
during the last
ülkemizin
19
80
years,
vilayetine kazandırdığımız
we have
eserin,
come to
yatırımın,
fruition
devasa projenin referansıyla konuşuyoruz.
numberless projects.
Alnımız ak, başımız
We are taking those masterpieces and projects as our reference,
anında
and
cevap vereceğiz.
we will be able to answer to any criticism, and we will respond to any slander campaign or defamation, and we will overcome the terror of lies of the opposition parties with the light of the truth, without sacrificing from decency and brotherhood and solidarity. We will continue to fight, and hopefully, and if God's willing, we will we will accomplish greater targets. Are we ready?
Hazır mıyız?
Are we ready?
Gençler,
Dear youngsters, are we ready?
tek bayrak,
One flag,
millet,
one
tek
nation,
vatan,
one homeland,
tek devlet.
one state.
Bir olacağız.
We will
Bir
unite.
olacağız.
We will stand
Bir
firm.
olacağız.
We will become great. We will become brothers and sisters, and all together we will be Turkey.
Sizlerden önümüzdeki dönemde çok daha aktif, çok daha azimli,
I
çok daha
expect
gayretli
from all of
olmanızı
you to put
bu konuda
more endeavor and be much more ambitious. And I sincerely believe in the organization of Mersin. May God's blessings be upon you.
tüm Mersinli
I
kardeşlerime
once again would like to salute all the brothers and sisters in Mersin, and to your families as well. I would like to greet you all once again with love, affection and respect.
AK Parti Genel
Thank you very
Başkanı,
much.
Cumhurbaşkanımız Sayın Recep Tayyip Erdoğan'a konuşmaları için çok teşekkür ediyoruz. Ve Sayın Cumhurbaşkanımızı bir müddet daha sahnede misafir ediyoruz. Günün anısına AK Parti Mersin İl Başkanımız Sayın Cesim Erciğ'in hediyeleri olacaktır. Sayın İl Başkanımızı sahneye davet ediyoruz. Buyurun lütfen. Evet, çok teşekkür ediyoruz. Sayın Cumhurbaşkanımız 2019 yılında Mersin ziyaretimizdeyken yaşlı bir teyzemiz Fikriye teyze hac için kura çıkmadığını size ifade etmiş ve siz de çocuklarıyla beraber onu hacca göndermiştiniz. Fikriye teyzemiz şu anda burada. İzni